In the grand halls of the Galactic Council, alien delegates from across the universe gather, each adorned in the distinct garb of their species. The room pulses with the hum of alien languages, flashing lights, and holographic displays. These beings represent civilizations so advanced that they become blind to anything that doesn't fit their narrow views of power and dominance. At the head of the room, the Council's most influential members, a towering member of the Yulatar with emerald-scaled skin and 4 eyes, a crystalline Awari who glows faintly in blue, and the feathered, hawk-faced Kreneran diplomat, stand tall, radiating a sense of superiority that permeates the hall. A junior officer steps forward with a slight hesitation, holding a transmission from Earth. With a bow, he presents it to the Council. The Council members barely glance at the message as it's read aloud. It's a clear warning. Earth demands the Galactic Council respect its territory and cease encroachment into human space, or there will be consequences. Earth has watched the Council's fleets expand and push toward human territories with growing unease, and this is their final attempt at diplomacy. The Yulatar delegate lets out a low, guttural chuckle, and a ripple of laughter spreads through the chamber. To them, Earth's demand is a joke, something they'll tell back on their homeworlds to amuse others. The Kreneran ambassador shakes his feathered head, muttering about Earth's delusions of grandeur. To these esteemed species, Earth is nothing more than a primitive, uninspired planet stuck on the fringes of galactic civilization. Humanity's threat is as empty as a child's bluff, barely worth acknowledging. They mockingly discuss the limited range and unimpressive specs of Earth's fleet and the Council's intelligence reports, which describe humanity's tech as backward, crude, and laughably outdated. A member of the Awari interjects, pointing out that Earth's capabilities are barely a fraction of the power wielded by even the least technologically developed Council race. He raises his crystalline limb, drawing a holographic image of Earth's fleet specs, rotating and zooming in on what they consider laughable defenses. As far as the Council is concerned, Earth is nothing more than a thorn, irritating but trivial. Their decision is unanimous. Earth's plea will be ignored. The Council can hardly believe that such a backwater species would presume to issue threats against them. This transmission, after all, must be some desperate show of bravado from a planet struggling to cling to relevance. A Kreneran delegate dismisses it with a wave, suggesting that if humanity wants to make noise, they'll show Earth what real power looks like. They vote quickly and without hesitation. A fleet, including ships from some of the galaxy's most powerful species, will be dispatched toward Earth space to put an end to this irritating insistence on boundaries. A smaller, younger representative from a less dominant race suggests that perhaps Earth's defiance hints at something more, some technological advancement or hidden strength. He tries to remind the Council that their intelligence reports on Earth are limited, and it might be wise to err on the side of caution. But his suggestion is met with sneers and dismissive waves. The idea that humanity could possess anything capable of challenging even a fraction of the fleet's might is absurd to the senior members of the Council. In the end, his words are lost amid the Council's laughter and easy dismissal. To the Council leaders, this is nothing more than a trivial exercise. They view the fleet mobilization as a minor task, an opportunity to demonstrate the Council's strength with minimal risk. The Yulatar leader rises and makes a statement of finality, declaring that Earth's resistance will serve as an example to any other planets that might harbor similar delusions of independence. Satisfied with their decision, the Council members shift to other topics, dismissing Earth's warning as nothing more than the empty threats of an overconfident, underpowered species. To them, this is not the beginning of a confrontation. It's an amusing, momentary distraction from more important matters. On Earth, hidden deep beneath cities and mountain ranges, humanity's most brilliant minds have been preparing for the day they hoped would never come. Years of intelligence reports and intercepted transmissions from alien space have made it clear that the Galactic Council sees Earth as little more than a pest, an obstacle in the path of its expansion. Refusing to be caught unprepared, humanity has channeled vast resources into defense initiatives kept secret from even its own population. The brightest scientists, engineers, and strategists work tirelessly in classified facilities, where innovation and determination fuel a plan to protect the planet from any invasion force the Council might send. Leading the charge is General Marcus Ayres, a veteran strategist known for his unconventional approach to warfare. Standing with him is Dr. Elena Rowe, a scientist whose breakthroughs in quantum technology have given Earth a fighting chance. Together, they've spearheaded humanity's defense program, an initiative known simply as Resolve. Ayres and Rowe have anticipated every possible scenario the Council could throw at Earth, designing layers of defense that would give even the most advanced alien civilizations reason to pause. While the Council's arrogance blinds them to Earth's readiness, Ayres and Rowe know that humanity's survival rests on ingenuity, resilience, and a willingness to embrace the unexpected. Earth's secret military arsenal is a fusion of cutting-edge weaponry, artificial intelligence, and unconventional tactics. At the heart of the program lies a network of space-based defense platforms, hidden in low orbit and cloaked from detection. These stations are armed with kinetic energy weapons, capable of launching projectiles that travel at near-light speeds, punching through armor with ease. AI-driven targeting systems mean every shot counts, homing in on enemy vessels with unparalleled precision. No longer reliant on clunky human-operated consoles, these platforms operate with a level of precision that alien invaders will find shocking. Complementing these orbital defenses are squadrons of stealth ships, invisible to the naked eye and to most advanced tracking systems. The ships are equipped with adaptive camouflage, allowing them to blend seamlessly with their surroundings. Unlike the bulky design seen in alien fleets, Earth's ships are agile, built for maneuverability over brute strength. Using advanced electronic warfare systems, they can disable enemy communications and scramble targeting systems, leaving the invaders disoriented and vulnerable. In addition, these ships are fitted with newly developed EMP generators, capable of disabling alien tech across an entire battlefield. Earth's ground-based defenses are no less formidable. High-powered railguns are embedded within mountain ranges and coastlines, ready to target anything that breaches the atmosphere. These railguns, powered by fusion reactors, can launch tungsten rounds with such force that they generate immense destructive energy upon impact. But it's not just raw firepower that humanity brings to the table. Rows of drones lie in wait, each unit carrying miniaturized AI capable of independent action in combat. These drones are programmed to swarm, overwhelming enemies in numbers and adaptability, and they've been tested rigorously in simulations that anticipate the tactics of even the most advanced alien forces. As the Galactic Council's fleet edges closer, Earth issues one final transmission, a solemn and direct message that leaves no room for doubt. General Ayres appears on screen, his expression calm but steely, his words sharp and unyielding. He warns the Council one last time: encroach on Earth's borders, and there will be no mercy. Humanity's patience has worn thin, and their preparations are complete. The message is backed by hard data, relaying information that subtly hints at the firepower Earth has ready to deploy. It's a statement not just of Earth's resolve, but of confidence. Humanity knows it can win. True to form, the Council's leaders ignore the warning. They dismiss the transmission as bluster, another attempt by Earth to hide its weakness behind empty words. Ayres and his team anticipated this response. Their preparations have been made with the assumption that the Council would never take Earth seriously. And so, the final steps are taken. Earth goes into high alert. Defense grids activate, warships take their positions, and the stealth fleet cloaks, moving silently into place. There is no panic, only a grim sense of determination as humanity braces for the inevitable clash. The Council's fleet approaches, unaware of what awaits them, unaware that Earth has spent years preparing to face an adversary that has already dismissed its warnings. Now, humanity stands ready to reveal its true strength. The Galactic Council's fleet drifts into the edge of Earth's solar system, its vast armada an intimidating display of alien might. Ships of various shapes and designs, forged in the most advanced shipyards across the galaxy, move in perfect formation. Each vessel reflects the distinct technological prowess of its origin. Massive Ulitar dreadnoughts bristle with weaponry, their hulls reinforced with thick plates of organic metal. HFY frigates glide in intricate patterns, shimmering in a crystalline sheen, and the agile, spiked warships of the Krennerans prowl like hunting beasts, ready to lunge at the slightest provocation. At the center of it all is the Council's flagship, an immense vessel that dwarfs the others, a fortress in space, armed with turrets, cannons, and a fleet of fighters docked within its sprawling bays. The alien commanders within the fleet exchange smug glances and murmurs. Earth, with its backward technology and primitive defenses, stands no chance against a show of force this overwhelming. One commander, a scaled Ulitar with eyes that glimmer with a condescending humor, laughs as he imagines the human's reaction. Another, an HFY general, smirks, remarking that this will be over before lunch. They speak of Earth as if it were an amusing inconvenience, some outlying settlement they need to sweep aside. Their hubris blinds them to any possibility of real resistance, and their communications echo with confident boasts and dismissive orders as they move closer to Earth. On Earth, the response to the fleet's arrival is swift and silent. Every defensive system, every military force, snaps to full alert. Civilians in key areas are evacuated to underground shelters, following protocols established long ago, but never before enacted. Streets clear as quickly as if a storm warning had been issued, and massive underground bunkers prepare to take in millions if needed. Above them, in Earth's orbit, satellite arrays shift, space-based defense platforms activate, and cloaked ships glide into position, forming an invisible line of defense. Earth has become a fortress, but unlike the fleet that approaches, its strength is hidden in shadow and silence. At ground control centers and on battleship bridges, humanity's finest operators stand by, their fingers hovering over controls, their eyes fixed on displays tracking the enemy fleet. Every asset, every contingency, every prepared line of defense waits silently for the signal to engage. Earth's forces remain completely still as the fleet approaches, holding their fire and their positions, giving no sign that they're even aware of the Council's arrival. The Council commanders, used to fear and immediate reactions from lesser civilizations, note the lack of response and take it as confirmation of Earth's weakness. They prepare to send in scouts and probes, planning to map and monitor any potential defenses before deploying the full force of the fleet. The first wave of alien probes streams forward, small but fast craft designed to test the waters. They sweep Earth's orbit, scanning for signals, energy sources, anything that could hint at defensive capabilities. But the space around Earth is still, silent, almost deceptively empty. The probes push further, closer, expecting to see signs of surrender or at least some form of communication. They encounter only darkness and quiet, an eerie calm that unsettles even the most experienced commanders on board the Council ships. Humanity's silence unnerves them, casting doubt over their assumptions of an easy victory. They press on, encouraging their scouts to move closer, to probe deeper. And still, Earth's forces hold, biding their time. The commanders wait, the tension in every control room thick, as they watch the fleet settle into position, confident and exposed. Without warning, Earth's counterattack erupts. The stillness is shattered as the first wave of humanity's defense systems bursts into action. From concealed orbital platforms, kinetic projectiles streak through space, tearing through alien armor with ruthless precision. Caught off guard, the Council's fleet scrambles to respond, But their shields and evasive maneuvers come too late for the first line of ships, which explode in blinding bursts of light, their shattered hulls tumbling into the void. Earth's cloaked stealth fighters swoop in, striking with pinpoint accuracy, releasing electronic pulses that disable the targeting systems on alien ships. In seconds, the once intimidating fleet becomes a chaotic mass of confusion, fighting not only Earth's defenses, but also the very technology they once relied on. The alien commanders are stunned, scrambling to analyze the threat they had so woefully underestimated. They had arrived expecting a planetary defense no more advanced than antiquated missiles, a few scattered satellites, and primitive ships. But the reality hits them harder than any projectile. Earth's arsenal is devastating, and each strike lands with chilling efficiency. Tactical screens show their ships going down one by one, and alarms sound across every deck. Some commanders try to regroup, issuing hasty orders for evasive maneuvers and retaliation strikes. But Earth's defenses move too fast, adapting to each new tactic with a level of sophistication that surpasses anything they'd anticipated. Humanity's strategies are as unorthodox as they are effective, blending advanced technology with tactics honed through centuries of asymmetric warfare. Earth's cloaked fighters dart in and out, launching hit-and-run attacks that leave alien ships struggling to track their movements. Drone swarms surge from hidden bays, weaving through the chaos, each drone guided by its own AI, independently targeting vulnerable points on enemy vessels. The drones operate like a relentless tide, overwhelming the larger ships, slipping past their defenses, and striking weak points with mechanical precision. Larger, heavily armored ships find themselves helpless as EMP waves disrupt their systems, leaving them temporarily defenseless against follow-up attacks from Earth's railguns and energy cannons. For the Council fleet, the experience is nothing short of nightmarish. Their rigid, hierarchical military structure struggles to keep pace with Earth's fluid, adaptable style of warfare. Where the Council's commanders are used to formalize strategies, Earth's operators rely on flexibility and unpredictability, turning each phase of the battle to their advantage. A Council cruiser, moving in to attack an orbital platform, is suddenly ambushed by a squadron of stealth fighters that had been lying in wait, its shields pierced by a series of high-energy shots. Another ship attempts to reposition, only to find itself ensnared by a concentrated drone assault that disables its engines, leaving it helpless as railgun rounds hammer through its hull. As the battle drags on, a creeping sense of dread takes hold of the alien fleet. What they thought would be a swift conquest has become a brutal test of survival. Commanders who had mocked Earth's warning now find themselves in desperate situations, watching their ships fall apart under relentless strikes. The confidence that once filled their ranks evaporates, replaced by the realization that they are facing a force unlike anything they've encountered before. Communication lines are flooded with reports of ships taking critical damage, of systems failing one after another. Some ships attempt to retreat, to put distance between themselves and Earth's merciless defenses, but Earth's precision strikes are unyielding, picking off each fleeing vessel with deadly accuracy. In every corner of the fleet, the grim reality settles in. They have gravely underestimated Earth. This isn't the backwater planet they dismissed. This is a world that has spent years, perhaps even decades, preparing for this very moment. Earth's forces launch a final, coordinated strike against the remnants of the Galactic Council's fleet. The largest alien warships, once symbols of invincibility, are now desperate and surrounded. Earth's cloaked fighters dart through the wreckage, targeting any remaining ships with surgical precision. Orbital platforms unleash a devastating barrage, battering down shields and breaking through alien hulls with relentless force. Earth's railguns and drone swarms continue their relentless assault, overwhelming every last attempt at resistance. The Council's commanders realize they are at the mercy of a power they thought inferior. Their final, desperate attempts at regrouping cut short by calculated precision strikes that tear through their defenses. In a final, decisive moment, The remaining Council forces are forced to surrender, leaving no choice but to concede defeat. Among the survivors, disbelief and horror fill the silence as they take in the carnage around them. Their shattered fleet stands as a monument to Earth's resilience and technological prowess, something none of them had expected from a planet they deemed primitive. Council commanders who survived the encounter transmit emergency reports back to their homeworlds, describing in grim detail the power and sophistication of Earth's defenses. Their voices, once full of confidence, now carry only shock and shame. The survivors' accounts spread across the Galactic Council, and with each report, the Council's leadership begins to realize the enormity of their mistake. Earth is no backwater planet. It is a fully equipped, intelligent, and unyielding civilization that has been watching and preparing all along. In the Council chambers, the aftermath of the battle sends ripples of fear and embarrassment through the ranks. The proud leaders who once laughed at humanity's warnings now fall silent, facing the harsh reality of their failure. Council members shift uncomfortably, grappling with the cost of their arrogance. Those who had mocked Earth's warnings are forced to confront the undeniable truth. They were blindsided, not just by Earth's technology, but by its determination and strategic brilliance. Their assumption of Earth's inferiority has cost them dearly, and the implications are clear. This is a humiliation from which their reputation may never fully recover. From Earth, a final transmission reaches the Council. It's a calm but resolute message, a declaration of humanity's position in the galaxy. General Ayres, his voice unwavering, issues the words that seal Earth's place among the galaxy's powers. Any further aggression will be met with the same unrelenting force. Earth's boundaries are now unmistakably defined, and humanity will not tolerate encroachment. Ayres makes it clear that Earth is prepared to defend its sovereignty against any future threat, no matter how powerful. Humanity, once underestimated, now stands as a force to be reckoned with, no longer a passive observer in the galactic order, but an independent power with its own terms. The Council, left in silence, is forced to reckon with the consequences of their arrogance and the shift in galactic power that Earth's victory represents. Earth's quiet but unmistakable strength has shattered the old assumptions about power and dominance, redefining what it means to be truly formidable.